Warning, it is the opinion of the 4th Street Productions and the Working Perspectives podcast Weekend Poppin' that we should inform you that some of the language used in this recording could possibly be considered offensive. You've been warned, so if you decide to listen, then don't complain like a fuck.
Friend of the show, former guest of the show, Alan Bach, and soon to be guest again, knocked a guy's teeth out in the parking lot at that place. And then
hell yeah.
After knocking the guy's teeth out, gets jumped by a couple other guys. Then it gets broken up by Wally with some baseball bats. And then the bouncers come out and really break it up. And then Alan went back later looking for the teeth that he knocked out because he wanted to make cufflinks out of them. Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives podcast, Weekend Poppin'. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by the strongest of STEM, Steve Cabot, Bernie Biceps, Bernie Bass Hits, the bad boy, Bern Podcassy, Jalen Ndub, Justin Richardson, and the party boy is back again, party boy Pete McCormick. Strong STEM, how you feeling, my man?
He's feeling festive. We got fucking, like you said, bad boy Burn the Bull. I got JDZ and Meat Pete. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Benoit Poudcasse, how are you, my man?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Just gonna, knock out a little pod here and then maybe wrap some stuff. And
knocking it all out the night before. Great job. Yeah.
It's mine.
Perfect. Jalen Ndub. Glad to have you back on the pop-in. How you doing, my man?
Fuller, go easy on the Pepsi.
Nice. And then the party boy, Plain Meat Pete, Poultry Man Pete. How we doing?
Hell yeah.
Matty, Batty, Boom, Batty. We're ending the year on a good note. I found the last case of Mad Elf at the beer distributor.
Whoa, you're going to do some time travel. Oh, baby. Bing, bong. Yeah, Pete's going to wake up in the year 2022. Here we go.
Fuck your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck your life. Bing, bong.
What do you want to say to Joe Biden?
Right. Very nice. Well, in case you're all wondering, you can find all our content and all our stuff on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can hang out with us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please give me a fucking Merry Christmas and just get her off my ass. Like and subscribe so my wife leaves me the hell alone about doing the show. This is the Working Perspectives podcast, Weekend Poppin'. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's our objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform. With new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
All right. So, I mean, I'll tell you, I know we all listened to the show this week because it was mandatory after last week. But I'll tell you, I love, and honestly, it's becoming more of like a thing. Like all my buddies at Henzo's are all like, everyone wants to, like, they're all on the show. It's like a rite of passage almost, you know what I mean? So I've had so many Henzo guys on the show already. And it was, dude, just another killer episode last week with Chad Kilhefner. I fucking loved it. Like, it's really just like the same thing we've been saying about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Just another nerd assassin out there, getting scalps, fucking snapping necks, cashing checks. And he's also, regional director of finance, NBD. So I really like the show. Really was a big fan of it. Strong STEM, your thoughts? What'd you think about Chad Kilhefner? I know he's a fellow Henzo guy like yourself.
Wait, you do a show that we're supposed to listen to?
Oh, yeah, Diana. So
I'm joking. I'm joking. So again, as usual, like whenever I hear a Henzo guy, I do listen to those, all the Henzo guys, of course, because any person, I always tell people this. People don't understand. I don't know how to put this properly, but the ego check that happens when you first enter, not just the Brazilian jiu-jitsu gyms. I've been around, and I don't give a fuck about jiu-jitsu gyms, but guys who are under Henzo, guys like Rich and got gyms like that. When you go in there, it is, when I say the highest of the highest levels, you'll find guys in there that'll rip your fucking head off and can compete anywhere in this world, like Mike Padilla, like Rich. There's some guy, Steiner, there's some kids in there that are fucking killers on the mat. So any guy that has the balls to go in there and realize that he is not who he thought he was, and then you have to keep on working, gets all the respect in the world out of my eyes. And, I love guys like that, guys that aren't afraid to fail, guys that aren't afraid to get beat up, to be honest. I mean, I got the shit beat out, like Mike got the shit beat out of me for months at that place before you figure it out. So, I love the guy for that. And when you see him succeed anywhere else in life, it makes complete sense to me. He's another one that, you ain't seen that guy quit. There's no, there's no pussy in him. There's no I can't get over this or get through it. So, it was dope for me to listen to because, I love people like that.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you. And it had been kicked around years ago at the gym, the possibility of doing a reality show at the gym. And I really wish we would have done it. One, just because the fucking characters there, but for this exact reason. And we have it. There is a video. It's on our Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and everything. And it's Thick Fit USA. He's all, Chad has also posted it. But there's a transformation video of him last year at the beach, and then he takes the same photo a year later, or maybe around a year later, and he's lost 80 pounds. He's fucking got
with his kids, which is such a dope picture for later in life to show his kids, look, whatever, you remember how in school or whatever sport you're doing right now, you think you suck and it's hard. I get it. Look what Dad did.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. That's what we do.
Yeah.
It was a great thing to have his kids in the photo. That was dope.
Yeah, dude. Oh, honestly, it's almost dude, it just fills you up with just joy and happiness for the guy to see he was legit, he was on the couch, couldn't fucking move, was really just down and out in life. Everything was a problem. And his big thing was he was missing time with his family, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was able to get him to get that time back. And now, now, dude, they're those kids are little badasses too. I see those fuckers at the gym. They're fucking little badasses. So yeah. No, really good show. Really
a lot of respect for that man.
Big time. Shout out, fan of show, listener show, Chad Kilhefner, Thick Fit USA.
A lot of respect for that guy.
Benoit Poudcasse, your thoughts on the Chad Kilhefner episode?
Yeah, man, what a nice dude. He just was such a genuine dude.
Totally.
And I checked out Thick Fit USA right away after that because I've been in the same boat. You know what I mean? I got a bad back. I blew 2 discs out when I was younger playing ball, and you get into good places where you're like, all right, I'm going to the gym, I'm working out, I'm working towards something. Then you catch an injury. Then before you know it, you're like, it's been 2 months. And so the hardest part about that is being able to go okay, well, I'm not going to be able to go do 100% today, but I can go do 80. Yeah. I can go do 80. I can't lift some stuff. Okay, but I can go do something. Yeah. There's something I can be doing to improve myself. Yeah. And I think he kind of hit the nail on the head too, where everybody wants to lose weight and look good and stuff. But I don't know, you get to a certain age and you're like, I just want to be healthy, I'm just overall healthy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a thick fitter. I'm gonna get my thick fit on.
Hey, we're all thicks, dude.
It's time.
There's room on the bus. We're all part of the thick crew, dude. Thick is in. Brendan Schaub has made thick the thing to do. You know what I mean?
Thick boy nation.
If you ain't thick,
with
you
the
ain't shit.
C's.
If you ain't thick, you ain't shit. Right. So no, it was honestly, I agree with you. Just the whole, his whole aspect of where he's at now in his life and everything's changed. And he is, dude, just the nicest guy. He's one of those guys when you go, when he's going, he can fucking go. I'm not saying that, but he's the nicest guy. You know what I mean? After sparring, you're talking, he's oh man, that fucking shot, oh gee, he's one of those. But when you're in there, it's fucking kill or be killed. And that's how it's supposed to be. So nice. JDUB, I know we were recorded it together, and before the episode even ended, you had already become a thick fitter, right? Yeah. So what did you think of the Chad Kilhefner episode after listening back to it?
Who doesn't love a good before and after picture? It's the best.
Hell yeah.
It's the best.
Hell yeah.
Can't beat it.
The best.
And I love, all the Q Mart talk, the Montana West.
Shout out Q Measy.
Shout out Q Mart, fan of the show, listen to the show. Yeah.
They have reptiles. Only
the-
Quakertown has reptiles.
Hell yeah.
Dude, Q Mart, dude.
Oh, what a wonderful place.
My little brother would say Quakertown is the island of misfit toys, right? And you are,
And
dude,
fake jeans.
dude, 100% correct, right? Everyone there is still rocking Jenko jeans. You know what I mean?
Blue wear.
Fucking blazing heaters in the place.
Oh yeah, airwalks all over the place, just doing it,
And one.
Yeah,
In one shorts.
angry, just so like, yeah, that is an angry town. But
They got
dude,
the Shaqs instead of Jordans and shit up there. It's like that stupid Shaq shoe where he's hanging on the rim.
oh, dude, they are. Oh yeah, that's a Walmart town for sure, for sure. Walmart built that town, baby.
Oh,
But no, it's yeah. Shout out Quakertown, fan of the show, listen to the show. So let's keep it moving. Yeah, dude, Q Mart loved it. I think everyone that's gone to Q Mart has raced the electric cars. I think we all know what we're talking about
That's
here.
the best.
100%.
Yep.
I get lost in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. You even yeah. Dude, and I told this story of, so Pete and Steve will know this. When we were in high school, I was like the stacker guy, right? Like I always had stackers, and we would get them. I won't say who stole them, but someone would steal them from the Q Mart and then get like, you know, give them to me or sell them to me at a discounted price. And then I would just, here we go, guys. Everyone who needs one, it's a buck a pill. You know what I mean? And like,
So-
Steve was coming to my homeroom every morning, like, here's $3. Pachoo, boop, taking 3 stacker twos at one time.
so remember this, because I
Yeah.
remember me and Hill used to say there's gonna be a fucking this might happen. There's gonna be a documentary one day about how half the North Penn wrestling team of this little high school died because they ate these fucking
Whoa.
non-FDA pills that
Dude.
you
Amphetamine.
supplied.
Yeah, they had like a Fedra in them, right?
Dude,
Dude,
I remember
we-
like Barry one time took too many. He was like sitting next to me. He's like, I can't stop moving, Pete. I can't stop moving. I'm like, well, why'd
Yeah.
you take all these things, man?
Dude, I remember having like heart palpitations at practice, being like, oh, that
Dog,
ain't
I
good.
remember
Why is
first
this beating
period.
different?
I remember first period doing my homework, the girls next to me homework. I wasn't even into the fucking, you know, the arithmetic. I'm doing everybody's because I'm already high strung, as
Yeah,
you may know.
right.
Forget about it. I was running in circles like the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, dude, I remember we had a girl on the team, and she was, dude, shout
I
her
used to
out.
grab her tits.
And we all, dude, everyone, like that poor girl, right?
Ladle.
Like, oh, dude, we're all like,
Double
everyone's-
grapevine.
Everyone's copping a feel when they're wrestling. You know what I mean? Like it's all like,
And she dated a North Wales guy.
Dude, but like you would take her down, and then like you'd be on top, and it's just like your fucking crank is right on her. You know what I mean? Like that
So
poor girl.
fucked up.
But she would win a couple matches that year. So shout out to her. She would beat men in a couple matches. Well, boys, we'll say. But
Don't
way,
ever call them men.
yeah. But either way, I gave her some one time. And she was like, well, how many should I take? I was like, well, I take 3 at a time. Right. She had never taken them before. Takes 3.
You're also a baby bear. You're a baby
Right.
bear.
But also I had been taking them for months at that point. Right. So it's like, I don't,
189,
yeah, I was like, I don't-
125.
yeah,
This girl's
yeah,
119. He's
yeah. I was
215.
yeah, I was wrestling 189. She's wrestling like 112. Just waxed down 3 stacker twos that are whacked with a Fedra or whatever. Dude, she was like that. Like I remember like the person who would give me the pills was like, bro, never, like, this is bad. She might like she's like, it was kind of like considering going to the hospital. Like she was that whacked.
This has happened on multiple levels. There was a very cute girl that I'll leave unnamed that was very popular because she was very dorky, very great. She was a great person. She was like fucking student council president in my class, and they were trying to get ready for a dance. And they were like, you guys wrestlers lose weight all the time. How do I lose weight for my dance? And I'm like, no. We don't lose weight like that. We lose water weight. It comes right back. Like we don't like diet. This isn't sustainable. She was like, give me something. I was like, all right, well, here, we take these. And she was like, okay, how much do I take? I go, I don't know. I take like 3 or 4 of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And she was like, I said, but for you, you should take 1, right? She blacked out and threw up in the bathroom. And every hot chick for like 2 months was so mad at me. So mad at me. I was like, Hold the fuck up. She came to me. I ain't get. You can buy these motherfuckers at 7-Eleven. I didn't bring some shit off the block. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But, roofied her.
Yeah. It was I mean, like the Q Mart stackers probably had a little extra juice because it was the Q Mart, but you know, it is what it is. So nice. So yeah, and then the party boy. What do you think about this week's show?
Oh man, very relatable. Because you know what it reminded me of? Like, you know the comedian Bob Kelly, and he talks about like how he's gone through like
love Bob Kelly. Yeah. Love him.
And he blows up and then he gets small. He's gone through so many fads. He's on my 5th fad. I feel that because like when I'm in shape, I'm down to 250 and then I'm up to 320. So I'm going to start my own account last fat. This will be the last fat.
Nice. Hey man.
Hell yeah, Pete.
You do, Pete. I've seen you. You are like, you will take off weight really quick. Right, like
then I just put it right back on. Like it's just like I have 6 months, and then I'm like, all right, time to go back.
But like,
I'm with Bert now. We're now like back in the day, it's like you wanted to like lose weight till you get a girl or for this, and now it's just like, well, now I just want to live. Like, I'm getting close to 40. Like
dude. Like also in my I'm with you. I was like, who wants to live miserably? Like, dude, like watching what you eat and like having to kill yourself, like it sometimes can be a miserable existence.
Hold on a second though. Did you just recite a big pun line?
What was my big pun line?
What do you say? I dropped 100 pounds. I'm trying to live. Everybody want to be like me. I'm trying to live. Nice. I dropped 100 pounds.
No, it's dude, but I'll tell you this. Pete's one of those guys, and I've seen it happen from working out with him. One, he can go into the gym right now, having not lifted in however long, and he's putting up 225, 15
and he's dominating.
225, 15 times, no sweat. And
you know do you guys know Tyler Smith? He was a younger kid on the wrestling team. Like I coached him like the year that I was there, but he's like a big guy too. And when I heard Thick Fit, he put up a video back in the day where he was on an elliptical sprinting full speed, and his girl just kept handing him these twisted tees, and he's like as big as me, and he just kept chugging the twisted tees all on full sprint on the elliptical. I'm like, this kid's such a little beast.
Dude, I remember
he's a legend.
Tyler, he was friends with like Randy and shit. He would come to the gym.
He would come around like he was like Sarah's age. Like he would come around.
I remember because he was fucking hilarious. He used to quote. I remember he would quote waiting, and he would just be like, "Oh, no blue cheese on the salad," and like pretending to whip a guy. I don't know. I just thought the kid was a riot, but yeah, he was pretty fat. Shout out, fan of the show, listener of the show. But
he's man. And Matt, I'm liking the new opener with the Cheetos thing.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. Crunchy over puffs for Cheetos specifically, but Jack's blow them all away. Especially you leave the bag open for like a day, so it gets a little bit stale.
You need to stale them. A stale puff but it's better because it gives it more crunch. Let's just say
it needs to breathe. It needs to breathe a little bit.
So okay. So yeah, like we said, available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube. The Chad Kilhefner episode. Really, like, honestly, another fucking just ice cream episode where we hit like funny parts and emotional parts, like inspirational parts, right? Like hit every flavor of ice cream on this episode. Really, really good stuff. Really informative too about like, you know, like we had back-to-back financial planners who did somewhat similar jobs, right? But two totally different ways. Right. But like had the same kind of grasp on why they're doing it. You know what I mean? And it was really, really just awesome to get like, I love that shit. I love learning more about that stuff and getting into little insurance and things like that. But no, like we said, available now, Chad Kilhefner, available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. Also, Thick Fit USA, a great follow on Instagram and TikTok.
Hell yeah.
Check him out. Links will be in the description. Big fan of him. I can't wait to get him back on the show. So moving on. All right. Next week, we're bringing back an oldie but a goodie. It is the Roundtable Series, Episode 3, the Ndub Saga, Part 3, The Next Generation, a.k.a. the Whoas, apparently.
The young Smeezers.
The young Smazoozis. Yeah. So on next week's episode, we'll have the debut of Rachel Sausage Osilis, Ali Benacasa, and young Bradley.
Bradley.
Young Bradley, brother to co-host Justin Richardson. Real brother, not one of the 50 other brothers.
Not Rod or Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Redhead and a
Todd.
brother, right?
Yeah, redhead.
My dad has 2 kids with my stepmom, and they're 10 years younger. And my dad's born again Christian, so those 2 kids are super religious. So Flanders kids, we call them Rod and Todd.
That's the best.
That's awesome.
That's great. That is great. Nice. So, and one of them, didn't he recently get married?
Yeah, they both got married before the age of 24.
Idiots.
And I think you told me like Rod or Todd didn't go to Todd or Rod's wedding.
Yeah, the one didn't go, and the one's already been married. The one's already been married twice.
Hell
And
yeah, that's what that religion will get you. A couple wives, you heard me?
Wait. He's already. This is his 3rd one, or this is his 2nd one?
So he got married. They got divorced within a year, and then he got married again within like another year. And now he's married, and that's it.
Gotcha.
Is that Rod or Todd doing this?
That's Rod, the older one.
Shout out Rod.
Eyes of the Lord,
Rod.
he's been married like 9 times.
At this rate, he could knock out like 11 marriages before he's my age.
Dare to dream.
That's what happens when you can't have sex before marriage.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that too.
They used to go and see Brad and Mummy's band back in the day.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
It was the worst because so I wanted to go see them, but like it'd be weeknights.
Worst.
And I'm like, okay, like they'll go on early and then I can go home. But they were the only people that brought anyone. So there'd be 30 people there. They'd be all Brad Mumley's friends. So then they wouldn't let them play until last. So I'm like, oh, now it's Tuesday night. I'm out here until 2 a.m. because they are the only ones that have friends that can come out and see the bands.
Yeah. I saw them. What was the one place? Reed's, right? Is that what the name of it was?
Yes. Behind Wawa over there on 73-202.
Yeah. They would go to Reed's. Reed's was a fucking place.
Dude,
you can find some whoas in there for sure.
I
You
saw
guys
the
also
Yin
talked about
Yang
in the last
twins there.
podcast, that Montana West. Like I was thinking about Reed's when you were talking about Montana West on the last. I'm like, oh yeah, there was like outside the
Very
city club.
similar.
There was like good times.
Yep. Very similar. Pete.
But Justin, who did you see at Reed's?
I saw the Yin Yang twins at Reed's.
What the fuck were they doing at Reed's?
She had her hands upon her knees, her elbows on her thighs. I was like, my buddy was like, "You want to go see Yin Yang twins?" I was like, "Not really." They're at Reed's. I was like, "All right." And then we got hammered and showed up. I was like, "This is fucking wild." They only have like 3 songs. After like 50 minutes, I was like, "Okay, we can go now."
Yep.
Nice.
Dude, I used to love those bars too, because like after one, they'd be like no shots, and I'm like, all right, I'll just take whatever on ice, and like, oh wait a minute, I'm like, yeah, hey, that's your rules, man. I'll figure it out. Give me a straw.
Yeah, your rules, not mine. But
hell yeah, Pete.
Friend of the show, former guest of the show, Alan Bach, and soon to be guest again, knocked a guy's teeth out in the parking lot at that place, and then
hell yeah,
after knocking the guy's teeth out, gets jumped by a couple other guys. Then it gets broken up by Wally with some baseball bats. And then the bouncers come out and really break it up. And then Alan went back later looking for the teeth that he knocked out because he wanted to make cufflinks out of them. Couldn't find the teeth, unfortunately. Yeah, what are you going to do? But yeah. So nice. So, okay. So let's keep it moving. So yeah, next week on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Work Respects Podcast, we'll have the next generation Ndub. Honestly, really just like it really you see like the progression, right? Like Ndub Saga Part 1 really was kind of like it really was the upper echelon, and you hear some stories from the younger kids that I mean, dude, you guys, it was the fucking Lord of the Flies in fucking North Wales.
So it did this next episode definitely interests me because all three both of those girls were really good friends with another girl who was my guy's little sister. So they grew up, and I kind of just ignored the shit out of them because they're a solid like 6-7 years younger than me. I just ignored the shit out of them. But to watch all the fucking dipshit shit we did from their perspective, they talk about like knowing, they must know if you're a noodle immediately when they meet a guy. They're probably like, I can tell in a second because they've been around so many assholes. They know the signs,
and they can give it like if you want to go, they can.
Oh, they're tough broads. Oh, they tough broads. Yeah.
I will say this: like they are funny, right? And like, but they did say this, and they do tell some stories about like being picked on and made fun of, and it just is what it is. But they also said that they might have been picked on, but they know like all those guys had their back. right? Like,
Yeah,
they knew like if they needed them, those guys would help them out, and they did something.
100%.
So, it's all part of growing up in a neighborhood kind of thing. One of the guests, Rachel Sausage Osilis, is famous for turning my little brother gay. So,
you know how like in sports they say like it doesn't build character, it reveals it.
yeah.
Rachel didn't. She didn't build it. She just revealed it. Took the veil off.
You're right. I mean, he was born that way. What are you gonna do? So yeah, but no, dude. Honestly, really great show. Justin's younger brother Brad was really good on it. Tells a couple stories that are fucking that's great. But yeah, no. Great show. Be available next Tuesday, all podcast platforms and YouTube at Workspecs Podcast. The Roundtable Series is back, part 3 in the books, getting ready to go. So super excited for that. So let's keep it moving. So something happened last weekend. I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. A couple people have approached me and my thoughts of this guy. I'll tell you this: the number one person to make out from last weekend was Dude Wipes, because when fucking Woodley got dropped, all you see is his ass, and his ass just said Dude Wipes. Like, I mean, primo marketing. But yeah, Dude Wipes, fan of the show, listener show. But Party Boy, I'm always interested to hear your thoughts. What'd you think of the Jake Paul Tyron Woodley fight?
Dude, that was just depressing. That's the end of MMA. I'm just like done with like people are asking me like, well, who do you think he should fight next? Like, what about Anderson Silva? You think Anderson can fight? I'm like, actually, I think Anderson would, but I don't want to take that chance anymore. Like, I don't want to go Anderson to go up there and get KO'd like in the twilight of he's in his 40s.
Yeah, if like you would never hear the end of it if Jake Paul. Like, he's already, you're never hearing the end of it.
I'm like, just have him fight an actual boxer at this point, man. Like, just put him in the ring with somebody.
Put him in with Canelo. See how it goes.
Stop it. Get the fuck out of here. So 2 things. 1, give this man his respect, right? For all you noodles that don't know the fight game, this kid not only can crack, but the big thing is he has great timing. And for people like Matt, you know about timing, and this kid has power in his hands, right? Now, again, 2 things. Look at any other humans, any other boxer on this planet. All these people, he needs to fight a boxer. Look at Mike Tyson's first 4 fights. Look at Floyd Mayweather's first 4 fights. Look at Canelo's first 4 fights. Have you ever seen a guy with his first 4 fights knock out, not just flatline T Wood, and I hate Jake Paul before I say this, not just he flatlined a 5-time world champion that's never had his lights put out in his entire career like that. Like
I'm just saying though, you're a boxer. These are boxing matches. You go through the warm ups. Now fight a real boxer. Like you
relax,
taken on a top MMA guy.
Relax again. 4th boxing fight. 4th. Again, go to Mike Tyson's first 4, go to Canelo's first 4, go to Muhammad Ali's first 4, and compare him to his first 4.
I would honestly love to see where the first 4 people Canelo Alvarez fought are, because they were legit.
Guadalajara.
Yeah,
Guadalajara, where he grew up, in the street.
Guadalajara and cab drivers, right?
Yes.
100%. Like where are these guys now? Like, does one of them work in a cartel?
Another good one that's
buried in a field. Like, come on.
Another good one that might be close to your heart. Who the fuck were the first 4 people to ever fight Triple G? Some guy in the Balkan coast. They were like, yo, hey, buddy, come here. You want to fight? He was like, sure. They were like, this guy's not that good. And then he breaks your face. You're like, what the fuck?
Some guy that's like, if I lose this, I work in chemical plants. The chemical plant for 27 years. And his name is Vlad. So
he's a supervisor now.
I'm outside with the stairs still running. He's like, I'll be right back. Like, you gotta fight this guy.
Yeah.
I'm ready to die.
The belt is made out of that beaded material for cab chairs. Shoulder.
Hell yeah. But again, so there's a couple names real quick. A couple names have been getting thrown out, right? So again, his good choices would be Masvidal or Diaz, because again, remember, these guys fought the majority of their career at 170 or 155, but have fought at 170. He's a big kid. People forget about this. He's a big kid, right?
190, right?
For sure. And he's 6'1". Like his older brother's even bigger.
Wants to fight.
But I think he wants Nate, because obviously Dana has Nate and McGregor for one more fight on their contract. So Dana's not going to let this money skate. He knows this fight's going to happen. He's not going to let it not happen under his card, right? So he's going to make one of those happen. The one that everyone wants to see, if he really wants to get his name out there, is Anderson Silva. Because Silva fought primarily at 185, also doubled up at 205 a couple times. And he just beat the living dog shit at a Julio Cesar Chavez, who people can say what they want, he's legendary for not training, but is also a multiple-time world champion. So say what the fuck you want.
And he's
multiple world champion.
He knocked out Andy Lee, and Andy Lee is legit
a savage
world champ. So
savage.
Like they're
and Anderson beat the shit out of him.
Julio Cesar Chavez, when he does have
Junior, put that fucking Junior in there.
Julio
Don't
Cesar
you say
Chavez
that.
Junior does have ability, and he is a world class fighter. Right,
legendary for not training.
Legendary for wasting all his money not training with Freddie Roach. Right, like,
yes, kicking him out of the gym.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a whole, I mean, it is what it is. That's his choice. But yeah, Anderson Silva's got. I mean, as far as like hands in UFC, he has to have some of the best all time. Right, I remember BJ Penn had decent hands coming up. Yeah. Right, like.
Couple of the best hands.
Yeah.
Of an MMA guy, I think.
So, probably. I wouldn't argue that, Pete.
Burn. What are your thoughts? Oh, go ahead, Steve.
Hold on, I got one last thing. So with this whole Jake Paul thing and all that, the only that I'm out of this because it fucking drives me insane. But the kid is talented. Did anybody see? Because one of the people he called out was Jorge Masvidal, right? Street Jesus, one of my favorite humans on the planet. Because when you talk about the real, this bull, he's not there for any of the bullshit, right? And Masvidal, did anybody see his like response to him where he was like, "Hey, dickhead, you want to keep saying my name and you keep thinking you're fucking tough? How about you sign up for a real fight where I'm not talking this little pity-patty boxing shit. Like I can pick you up and break your fucking spine and then beat the shit out of you while you're laying there paralyzed. Until you're ready to have a real fight where I can kick and slam and do everything, then keep my fucking name out of your mouth."
Yeah. Masvidal too.
Don't play games.
Yeah, he'll fight you in a fucking backyard. That guy, like, he don't give a shit.
Well, he decapitated Askren with a flying knee. That was still like the most brutal thing I've ever seen.
The funny thing is too, in the lead up fight to Jake Paul Askren, he had Masvidal called during a press conference, and he's like, "Hey, I got your dad on the phone."
Your dad.
I was like, this kid fucking gets it. Right?
He does. Dude, and master marketer.
And he only followed one person on Instagram, and it was
his
Askren's wife. I was like, this guy is so fucking good. But master. But Burn, what were your thoughts on the Paul Woodley fight?
Well, I kind of lean like Steve. Like, how old is Paul?
24, maybe.
All right, so like I get that he's a big social media star and stuff, but like, 24. You're 4-0. You're knocking people out. You're fighting guys who are past their prime, but they're still guys who know what they're doing in the ring. Like, there were no, except for the who was the one? It was Askren who just went in there and just was out of shape and just got popped.
Just went in there to get a paycheck.
Askren was like, Askren has the worst hands in MMA. He was going to get KO'd no matter what kind of shape he was in. Yeah,
right. But I kind of lean with Steve. Like, okay, these are the kid's first 4 fights. Like, I don't know if he's going to need to, like I don't know. I can't imagine coming up, being that young, being at the beginning, and already having that much money in my pocket. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he's going to have to sacrifice the same way he would be if he wants to be a great fighter. But I think he's going to get. I mean, I think within his next couple fights, like he's going to have to fight somebody who's around his age and around his ability level. Because who's left? You know what I mean? You can keep calling out retired UFC guys.
Yeah, see, you're right. Like he built his own grave. Like he built this. He dug his grave. Now you got to fight somebody big. If you're going
he's gonna have to.
I don't. If I'm going to pay for you to watch you fight, I don't want to see you fight a scrub or an old pastor prime guy.
I've seen it a couple times now. I want to see what's next.
Say what you want about this guy.
I wish that was the case.
Yeah.
But Pete, the sad part is there's enough of young idiot assholes that love him that will pay for him to fight. Watch him beat the shit out of some other idiot. I agree, Matt. I 100% agree with you.
He is.
That's the sad part.
He is a draw.
I agree.
You cannot disagree with that.
You're gonna get paid. It's red panties night,
dude. He fucking like. I mean, I don't know any other fighter ever that. I mean, 50% of their first 4 fights were on Showtime. Like,
right? What the fuck is that? And they're worth millions.
Yeah, dude. And he's like, he's offering guys like $5 million purses. That would be like. This would be if Masvidal was to take this fight, biggest purse of his career. Same thing with Nate Diaz, right? Like they'd be their biggest purses of their career.
No, not true. Oh wait, Nate, yes, Nate, no, because he fought Conor.
Okay, yeah, McGregor's, but
second biggest
purse, right?
For, for sure.
Like
for a real professional.
Yeah, right. To fight this guy, I mean, But say what you want. I mean, the Nate Robinson knockout. He knocked out a guy who probably never had a fight in his life.
Didn't
really.
even spar, cuz.
Dumb, just dumb.
Oh
he thought
I always had respect for Nate Robinson though, because he went after who sucker punched Marty Collins in a game. And Nate Robinson was the only one that went after
Carmelo
him.
Anthony, I think.
Yeah, it's Carmelo Anthony. Little Nate Robinson chased him down the court.
Alum.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's Temple alum. So I'm like, man, you can't go after my boy Marty. No way.
Yeah.
Nate Robinson was also like a 5'9" defensive back for Washington State. Like he was just a monster athlete.
Yeah.
He won the dunk contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was BS, man.
That was bullshit. Iguodala should have won it that year. Iguodala got robbed the year Nate Robinson won it.
I agree 100%.
Biggest robbery ever. Is that what you're gonna say, Pete?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
JDUB,
Sure was.
Jump over a guy.
Right?
Yeah. JDUB, what was your thoughts on the fight?
Yeah, he knocked the shit out of him.
That's what we call JDUB a flat line.
He comically laid face down with his arms at his side, and he was just out.
Honestly, it's a very I do it too. It's a right to the body, right? Like you just keep peppering right to the body, and what you look for is this, right? So if you see the elbow drop, right, pepper it again and make him think he's catching it. Make him think he's catching it, and then the next time sit and come with it right up top. Dude, like I've done it to a ton of guys. If you look at Canelo Alvarez, he did it to Amir Khan, same exact thing. Like
except for Amir Khan didn't get up for 15 minutes.
No, dude. I mean,
they thought he was dead.
Dude, boy.
That was terrible. Now again, too, the other thing is too, like you said. So there was a thing with T Wood, and T Wood was saying, and Shab Salt and all this stuff. He's like, every time I hear, he goes, whenever I go to like Starbucks, this is Shab. He's like, because people want to talk to me about fighting. I show up to fucking Starbucks and the guy's like, that shit was fixed, right? Really? You're going to drop your hand like that? And Shab goes, I look him in his face and I say, if you think fighting is fixed, I can't talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how much you pay me. I'm not letting him let me become a meme, face down, ass up, completely asleep. When I'm a certified Hall of Fame combat sports athlete, get the fuck out of my face.
If it was Joe Schmo off the street wants $3 million,
I get it.
Right, fix it all you want. But this guy,
T Wood,
he's literally putting his whole career on the line.
You think like DC likes the crying DC meme or the shot face? No, they would pay any amount of money to get that shit off the internet.
Yeah,
I agree, Pete.
Yeah. There was no faking that shot.
Not at all.
Dude, it was
great punch. Good for him.
Yeah, really, dude.
Terrible defense by Woodley.
I mean, yeah, dude. That's why
it happens though.
Dude, I'd cut so when we're training, right? I call it a check hook, right? Like we check we call it a rookie hook, right? Where if you pump in a guy, right, and he tries to catch the jab with his right hand. And he keeps.
So he's Paulin, right? He's like Paulin. Yeah.
Exactly. You fake, come around, finish with a 2, rookie hook him to fucking death. Dude, you got to learn.
One question now. Is it legal? Because I remember people saying this is one of the old school tricks, and you're balls deep in boxing. I'm not. If I pull your hand forward when you do that, like say I escape that jab and I pull that hand down and then hook over it, is that frowned upon?
I mean,
is that legal?
If your jab is that weak enough that someone can paw it down, then you deserve it.
Get it.
You're gonna get knocked out either way.
Right.
Yep, I get it.
Yeah. So all right. So let's keep it moving. So that's Woodley. I mean, good. I mean,
fuck you, Woodley. Fuck you for making me explain to 1 million people how fucking this YouTube nerd can knock people out. I'm like, well, you make $1 million and go train with the best fucking trainers on the planet every day, 3 times a day. See how good you are in a couple of years.
Yeah, dude. No, shout out to Jake Paul. He's done the work. He's done the work.
And he was a state place winner in Ohio wrestling wise beforehand.
His brother was, not him. His brother, Logan, not Jake. Logan.
Jake wasn't. I thought Jake did.
Jake was a state qualifier. Logan was an actual medalist.
But if he's not going to fight boxers, I want to see him fight Donald Brashear. Or
hell yeah, DZ. Hell yeah, JDUB.
Get some good ones in there. Maybe like a David
Chris
Ortiz. Yeah, Chris Chelios would be cool.
What about Bigfoot? What about that Brazilian bull that has like the fucking giganto gene? Can we get him in there? I think he bare knuckle boxes now.
Taco Falls.
A taco, hell yeah, DZ.
Like to see that, yo.
Yeah.
Dude, I think
Maybe
Charles
like-
Oakley's still in pretty good shape. He could probably
Yeah.
go around her too.
Charles Oakley definitely beat the shit out of somebody.
Yo,
2 women,
It's so
Amanda Nunes? Should we get her in there?
Nunes and Rose.
Hell yeah, 2-on-1. I like it.
I mean,
Dude, that was when the UFC first signed Greg Hardy. I'm like, is he going to fight men or women? Like, I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
This is his wife and her sister.
yeah. Nice, dude. He fucking, but dude, I'll say, I mean, I guess Tommy Fury legit. I mean, that's another thing. Shout out to Woodley, 2 weeks notice taking the fight. That takes some fucking balls. I'll tell you that right now. That takes some.
Paul would have
balls.
killed. Like, I saw the Fury fight though, like, because he was on the undercard of the other one where he was fighting.
He was
some scrub.
terrible.
He looked like shit. Yeah, I'm like, this is
I
the guy.
agree, Pete.
Yeah.
Awful.
No, Jake Paul beats Fury. He legit ducked him.
He
That
beats
was-
the shit out of Fury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a legit duck. I agree. So okay, so let's keep it moving. So this show is airing, as everybody knows, on Christmas Eve. So the day after Christmas Eve is Christmas. So I want to do a quick little question. We'll start with you, Strong Stem. What was your favorite Christmas present you ever got your whole life?
Oh, I mean, I only have to fucking think about that. So my father was a mechanic, right?
Yep.
And in this shitty little neighborhood we grew up in, North Wales,
Yep.
one of my, I guess I was probably 9. He got me a 3-wheeler, a Honda ATC 73-wheeler dirt bike off-road vehicle. And just for a little background, they only made 3-wheelers in the United States from 1983 to 1985. And I'm sorry, 86. And in 86, the government said, enough assholes have died on these fucking reckless machines. We cannot produce them anymore. No more. So my dad got me one of those. And later in life, I was like, Dad, did you just want to kill me because I was a shitty little kid or like too much energy? He was like, nah, I figured you'd figure it out. But I was a dickhead when I got that present. We're going to fast forward a couple of years. I got a bigger one, sold that, got a bigger motor on another 3-wheeler. But I would tie a sled to that bitch. And on Christmas morning, I'd roll up to all my friends' houses, banging on their windows. And they would jump in the sled while their mom passed out. Like, please don't get in the sled behind Steve.
Yeah.
Don't let this you guys
kid...
put 12 and he's pulling you at 60 on fucking roads with cars.
Yeah.
No.
You're in church slacks and black socks.
So-
Just getting pulled behind a sled.
Yeah, you
Get
just
might have beat the shit out of me growing up all the time, but shout out to Pops for giving me the most legendary present ever,
Dude,
a fucking
shout out-
3-wheeler.
Shout out your dad. He's the fucking man. Your dad's awesome,
Appreciate
man.
that.
No, dude, he's the fucking always been a boss, dude. Love your dad. So nice. Let's keep it moving. Great shout. The 3-wheeler, fucking
Epic.
legendary. Nice. So Benoit Pout Casse, favorite Christmas present of all time.
This hurts because it was a GT Mach 1 Chrome.
Was it candy red?
No, it was chromed. It was all chromed out. And I had it for about 6 months. Yep, and then someone cut the lock on it at outside of a comic shop. I never saw it again. So that was the one that got away. But
just to know that was a Mach 1's one step above the Interceptor. I had the Interceptor. My older brother had a Mach 1 for GT. The GT Mach 1 was the real one. I had the shitty Interceptor.
It was the Cadillac. That's all I want. I was like, I don't want anything else for Christmas. I just want this. I need this bike. Don't give me anything else. I don't need any fucking sweaters. I don't need any, like, don't leave the stocking alone. Like, just if there's one thing in front of the tree and it's that bike, we're good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So speaking of stolen bikes, Steve, do you have something you want to admit to JDUB?
I may or may not have stole your bike.
If you, I would stab you. Yeah, I hated you when I was a kid too. You know? I would have seen you on it because I checked yards, yo. I was mad as shit, yo.
Yeah,
I had a red line.
Didn't steal your bike. My bike got stolen in North Wales too, like an asshole.
I saved up my own money and I fucking got a red line and I had it for like probably the same thing, like 6 months. And I never left my bike out front. And I one time did, and I walked outside and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Dude,
I got my bike stolen and my brother's because I'm an asshole. Because when he moved out, he turned 16 and got a car. So I took his old GT Mach 1 and I left it outside in North Wales also got stolen.
Oof.
Yeah.
I would, dude. I
Fuck
hated
North
it.
Wales.
My bike was such a piece of crap. I was like, I want this thing to get stolen.
I wish you
Jesus
would.
Christ. Yeah. I was like, guys, you want to steal this bike? They're like, yeah, we're good. You can, we don't need that. We have enough junk. So nice. All right. Well, then, very cool. Yeah. GT Mach 1. Fucking beautiful. Beautiful bike.
Beautiful bike.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Dude, I would love, like, if I had a lot of money, collect like old bikes and just keep them. Like, that would be fucking great. But keep them all shined up, hanging around, But either way,
I got the fucking mags.
Oh, dude, if you had anything Mongoose, anything Haro, I remember former guest of the show, friend of the show, John Deary. He had a Mongoose Villain, and then he had a Haro Zippo. Both bikes, fucking awesome. Off the chain, awesome.
The best Mongoose, though, was the Super Alloy or whatever. Remember that thing? It was the Super something. O'Connor had one because he went to LaSalle. He grew up in North Wales. His family was rich. Yeah. He had the fucking Mongoose Super something, and it was like all fucking titanium or some shit. Yeah. I tried to steal it. He was my friend.
You're like, I'm just borrowing it. Yeah. So nice. Okay. Very cool. Yep. GT Mach 1. Jalen Ndub. What was your favorite Christmas present all time?
So it's the first Christmas after my father left. And so my uncle shows up.
Gotta make it a good one then. Daddy's
we
got
my father's gone. I'm like, I don't know.
Your uncle.
Christmas was all right. We're gonna get a second Christmas. My uncle walks in, who's like, it's my mom's older brother. He's like kind of smokes cigarettes, plays the drums.
Love him.
I don't think he's ever gotten me anything before this. Comes in with a fucking Super Nintendo, yo.
The man. That bull's the man, JDUB.
He just became your favorite uncle all time.
Oh my god, I love him to death for this. Not wrapped. It came with Super Mario World or Super Mario Land in the box, and just hands it to me, yo. And I just look at him like, are you following what? I didn't see it coming, yo. I was like, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'll see you guys when PlayStation 1 comes out.
Is this what these orgasms you guys are talking about? Like, oh my god. Yeah. Nice.
And you took the UPC off the box, you mailed that in, you got Mario All-Stars, and it came with a t-shirt.
Nice.
That t-shirt was my favorite t-shirt. If I could have that shirt back, I'd pay a lot of money. I loved it. I had a little Mario, and real big on the back, it said, "Now you're playing with superpower." And it was awesome. I loved it.
JDUB, what the fuck is your uncle's name? He needs to be shout out. That guy's a legend.
My Uncle Mike. He's the man.
All right, Uncle Mike.
Shout out.
And that was and he also he never got me anything after that either. Like that was it. Just
Dude,
1 year. He brought me Super Nintendo.
Dude, he's like, this is my time to shine right here.
Mel Gibson made Braveheart, and he could have stopped there. But I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? You ended it on a high. What are you gonna do? Right? One and done. So nice, awesome. Well, shout out Uncle Mike, fan of the show, listener to the show. Party boy, the party man, Poultry Pete, Plain Meat Pete. What is your favorite Christmas present all time?
It was like I got one of those little like 2-speaker stereos. It had like the 3 CD turner with the the discs, and I only had 3 CDs, so it was perfect. All I had was Green Day, 311, and No Doubt. Just played it on loop nonstop.
Dookie, right? Green Day,
Dookie,
Dookie.
311, right?
Oh yeah.
And then No Doubt was
Tragic Kingdom.
Tragic fucking Kingdom.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Did you have the
know just what you're in?
Yeah. Don't speak.
Wildly.
I sit around and watch the tube.
And then I had the Stephen Wright cassette tape that I would play over and over again.
I love Stephen Wright.
Dude, that's great. Dude,
was it the one where you could see the CDs up top? Like it was a big tray and all 3 CDs were there? It was
one that would, it would just kind of like you would hit the button, it would shoot out, and there would be like 3 little, so you just pop all 3 in at the same time. But the CD was on top.
Yeah, dude. Pete, I think like one of the things we clicked on early on was that like my dad was letting me watch like Blazing Saddles and Spaceballs like as a young kid, like 6-7 years old. I'm watching Spaceballs and Blazing Saddles and being like, the Schwartz and all that stuff. But either way,
of course he did. Your fucking old man's a legend.
Dude. Not to cut you off. I saw a car today I was at the grocery store. I was picking up a pizza. and there was this really nice black Mercedes, and on the front of it, it had a license plate that said "Spaceballs the car." Fantastic.
So good.
Dude, Mel Brooks, such a legend.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know? So I found this out. The Schwartz, right? Your Schwartz is as big as mine, right? Like the Schwartz, like the power in Spaceballs, is named after Mel Brooks's agent, who was like this Jewish agent.
Wait, that's real?
Yeah.
The
Schwartz. My Schwartz is as big as yours. Yeah, no.
That's so
apparently
funny.
He also, when he made Spaceballs, he went to who's the Star Wars guy?
George
Lucas.
He went to Lucas beforehand to get permission because he's like, he didn't want to have any trouble spoofing it.
Legally,
and he's like, yeah, you just can't do any merchandising. And that's why he has that whole scene, merchandise. And we got Spaceballs, the lunchbox, because he was doing that to make fun of Lucas for telling him he couldn't merchandise
that's
anything.
so good.
Hold up,
Fucking
Matty.
love Mel
Hold up,
Brooks.
Matty.
Love Mel
Did you
Brooks.
just say when he asked about him going at Lucas, you said legally?
Yeah.
Dog, this was in the 90s. He went
Dude,
to him
no,
out of
this
respect,
is like the 70s.
so he didn't get buried behind the scenes.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like he went to Lucas, so Lucas didn't come after him legally.
Yes, for a blessing, not legally,
Well,
so that he didn't get buried in a cornfield
you know
like
what
fucking casino.
I think it's more like it's also respecting because like Weird Al goes to like artists and asks their permission beforehand, and he doesn't legally have to, but he just kind of does it because out of like good faith kind of a thing.
You don't want to blindside him.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to take Coolio as a mark. You know what I mean?
Well, right. Coolio came out and said that he didn't have his permission, and Weird Al's like, "Well, I get everyone's permission." So yeah, I did. I think Coolio was just embarrassed when it came out. He's like, "Oh, god damn it! Now everyone's gonna be thinking of this thing whenever my song plays."
Well, like I mean, Amish Paradise was a massive, massive hit. I mean,
It was so
way
good.
bigger than
So good.
Gangster's Paradise.
Dude, I mean, Gangster's Paradise was a massive hit, but Amish
Well,
Paradise
like a
was
year or
bigger.
two.
It was on a repeat when we were little kids.
Yeah.
That's one of the first songs that like everyone knew the words to. You know what I mean? Right?
Well, when we were at that right age, we're like, "Oh man, that's gangster, man!" Like, "Oh, this is like." And the next thing you know, it's like living in an Amish paradise. We turn butter once or twice, living it. Yeah,
I
like,
sell
oh man, that just
quilts at
ruined it.
discount price. Yeah. Weird Al would have a couple of fucking bangers out there.
Couple, you mean
Fan of the show, listen to the show.
Fan of the show, listen to the
Fan of the
show.
show,
Weird Al.
listen to the-
Yeah. Shout out. Fan of the show, listen to the show.
What was the name of his Too Legit to Quit one?
I don't know. He had Pretty Fly
He
for
did
a
a
White Guy
parody
was
of Too Legit to
big.
Quit. I forget what it was.
He had
Eat It.
Eat It. Yeah, you had Eat It.
Eat It. White and Nerdy. Do you remember White?
Yeah,
and
white and nerdy. Yeah.
So good. Instead of riding dirty, you're gonna catch me white and nerdy. I thought it was so good. Yo, the dude's got talent. What are you gonna do? Right?
Dude, he had a real long. He had like a long 8-minute song that was about Star Wars, and it was American Pie. The saga begins. It was right before they came out with the sequels or the prequels or whatever.
Yeah, that was a big hit too. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. My, this here Anakin guy. He may be Vader someday later, but to me, he's a small fry or something like that. But yeah. Nice.
So while we talk like assholes, Burn, did fucking Weird Al Yankovic slap out there in the mountains?
You goddamn right he did, man. You goddamn right he did.
Hell yeah, Burn.
And Jebediah Plaza Fields.
Yeah.
I remember going to see that movie. I think I was in 8th grade. It's like summer between 8th grade and 9th grade. Montage Mountain fucks with it. Weird Al's been up there a bunch of times, man. He used to play the Kirby Center when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
I know my Scranton history. I'm a bred one from that area.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking love Montage. Shout out, fan of the show, listener to the show. Nice. So, all right, nice. Well, we're coming to the top of time, guys. I'll tell you this, and I want to tell this to everybody listening out there. We fucking, this is the Christmas episode, Working Perspectives podcast. But like you say, Merry Christmas to all the listeners. Happy holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Fucking happy, Thank you for listening. All this stuff. Before we get out of here, Party Boy Pete, anything you want to say to the legions of the partiers before we get out of here?
Just Merry Christmas and drink up, gentlemen.
Drinking up, love it.
Drink it up.
Nice, Jalen. Anything you want
wanna-
to say?
I just want to wish a happy Canadian Boxing Day to you and yours.
Love it. Very cool. Very cool. Very nice of you. Just to let everybody know, we have gone international as far as listeners.
Oh,
We are in Canada. We are in India. We are in Uzbekistan and
Obviously.
Mozambique.
That's me. I bring in the crowd. I bring in
Yeah.
the big Mozambique. I'm big in Mozambique.
You're massive in Mozambique.
I have
You're
a huge
massive.
Mozambique following.
Oh, dude, the Mozambique demo is you own it, basically.
Well,
yeah.
here's the fucking problem.
Pop it,
Until
the
I
beat.
hear a Latin country, I don't give a fuck.
Steve, we got Mozambique. It's close.
Fuck them.
I need
Where's
Argentina.
Colombia?
I need
Where's
Chile.
Brazil?
Panama.
Where's Brazil?
Rio de
Uruguay.
Janeiro.
Yeah. I mean, I would.
Nicaragua, baby, Panama.
I will say this, and you know, nothing but love to all our international listeners. But yeah, I would send all them in for one Brazil. Tell you that right now, baby. Right
Yeah,
now.
right down the river.
And I think
agree.
I think they all would. I think they all would agree with me.
They
If
all
I
would
know,
too.
if I know Mozambique, like I think I do, they want to.
Actually, you know what, Matt, you're full of shit. I would trade it all in. Ready for this to make your Christmas even better? I would trade it all in for an Albanian crowd.
Wow! Look at you!
Oh,
Look at you! You know what?
Giving season.
You're good.
You got a beautiful wife, a beautiful daughter, beautiful people come from there. Why don't we have the Albanian crowd?
Honestly, I do want. Honestly, I've been begging my in-laws to do, and like their friends to do an Albanian show because there is no Albanian podcast. So
huge crowd in Philly of Albanians.
shower
right?
installations on the Working Perspectives
You
podcast.
son of a bitch.
Hell yeah, Pete.
You son of a bitch. All right. It's just a custom. All right. When you move into an Albanian household, you and your father-in-law, you build a shower and then you share. Okay. It's just how it fucking goes. All right. You motherfucker. You've been sitting on that joke for 5 months since you've been gone. There's been no Albanian shower jokes since you've been gone. And now they're back. You motherfucker.
Good to have you back, Pete. Good to have you back.
Yeah.
Look, you can't tell me your father-in-law built you a shower just for him and you, and like have me forget it. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I guess no one can forget it now, you know, but no, it's dude, I would love, like, honestly, I would love to have them on just to talk about like all their experiences of you know, immigrating to America because shit's fucking real. Shit's real. So nice. All right. Well, very cool. Thanks, Pete. Thanks for that. And then thanks, Justin. Thanks for that. Benoit Poud Casse. Anything you want to say to the 44th faithful before we get out of here?
No, man, just be safe and enjoy your weekend, everybody. You know, there's going to be a lot of weird stuff going on out there. So find some family, find some beverages, hunker down, and enjoy a nice, relaxing Christmas weekend.
Yeah. Very nice. Very well spoken. Very elegant. You're a man amongst men. All right. Speaking of man amongst men, the strongest stem. Anything you want to say to the cult of Cabot before we take off?
Now listen, usually I'm an asshole. I say retarded shit. I act like a
not
fucking
you.
dickhead.
Never. No.
But I'm gonna get a little mushy here, right? So you know, in Christmas and family, I'm a big family person. I'm also loyal, like, to a fault.
Yeah.
You know, the world's fucked up nowadays. When you're at Christmas this year and you know, I know Matt, you've been through shit. Pete been through shit. I know JDZ been through shit. Sure, Byrne has.
Yeah.
Look around and see the people around you that actually love you and support you. Give them a fucking hug for Christmas, you know?
Yeah.
Give them a fucking hug because life ain't long.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Steve. Fucking A, man. You're goddamn right. You're goddamn right. If you
And
can't
yippee kai, what did I say? Yo, yippee kai, yo, motherfuckers.
Yippee ki yo, motherfucker.
It's the Rocky version.
No.
I forgive you. I forgive you for stealing my red wine. It's all right. Merry Christmas.
Love it. So nice. Well, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Poppin'. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by the strongest of stems, Steve Cabot, the bad boy, Bernie Biceps, Bernie Base Hits, Bernie Bagadoosh, Bern Podcasty, Jalen Dub, Justin Richardson, and the party boy, Plain Meat, Poultry Pete McCormick. You can find us on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can count us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com. And do me a favor and get her off my back, like and subscribe for Christmas so my wife leaves me the hell alone. This has been the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Poppin'. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Thanks. See ya.